The if statement in C programming language. The if statement is the most simple making decision statement. It consists of the test condition and if block or body. If the condition is true, only then it will be executed in our program. Now let's see the syntax of the if statement in the C programming language. Syntax. We start with if, parentheses. In the parentheses we have a condition and the block of code between these two braces. Now the condition in if statement can be, for example, a greater than b, it's a condition, or b less than a. Can we put, for example, b greater than or equal to a, or b is equal to a. This is the condition in the if statement. If the condition is true, the block of code between these two braces will be executed. Let's make a small exercise about this. Exercise 1. Write a C program to check if the number is positive, negative, or 0. In this exercise, first of all, I need to define a number. For example, it's an integer, a. Second step, I need to tell the user to give me a value of this number using the printf and the scanf functions. Third step, I need to use the if statement. I need to use the if statement 3 times. First time, if a is positive, greater than 0. If a is less than 0, if a is negative, and if a is equal to 0. Let's write the code to see the result, and let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main integer. Let's declare x. This is the number. Let's tell the user to give me a value of this number. Printf, enter the number. Scanf, percentage %d because it's an integer, and x. Now let's use the if statement to check if the number is positive, negative, or equal to 0. If x is positive, greater than 0, printf x is positive. Now, if x is less than 0, it's negative. Printf x is negative. Now, if x is equal to 0, printf x is 0. And finally, return 0. This is our C program using the if statement to check if the number is positive, negative, and 0. When the user gives me a number, the compiler checks if this number is positive, negative, or equal to 0. For example, 10. 10 is greater than 0, it's positive, he print me this line, x is positive. For example, minus 2 is greater than 0, no. It's less than 0, yes. He print this line, x is negative. Now in the exercise 2, I need to write a C program to find the maximum and the minimum between two numbers using the if statement. In this exercise, first I need to declare two numbers, integer x, for example, and y. Second step, I need to tell the user to give me a value of these two numbers. And later I need to use the if statement 3 times to find the maximum. First time I need to write if x greater than y. The maximum here is x. Second time, if x less than y or y is greater than x, here the maximum is y and the minimum is x. And finally, if x is equal to y, here the both numbers are equal. Let's write the code to see the result. Let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main, and I open the braces, and let's start to declare two numbers, x and y. Now let's tell the user to give me a value of these two numbers. Printf enter two numbers. Scanf %d because here I have two numbers, integer, x and y. Now let's use the if statement to find the maximum. If number 1 or x greater than y, printf %d is the max. %d here is x. Now if y greater than x, printf %d is the max. And finally, if x is equal to y, printf both are equal. And finally return 0. This is our C program using the if statement to find the maximum and minimum between two numbers. First of all, I need to declare the two numbers, x and y. I need to tell the user to give me a value of these two numbers. Later, I need to use the if statement to find the maximum between the two numbers. And I need to print a message on the screen. For example, if x is greater than y, he print me x is the maximum. If y is greater than x, he print for me y is the maximum, and if or I equal, he print both are equal. The if-else statement is a flow control statement used for decision making in the C programming language. It is an extension of the if in C that includes an else block. How the if-else statement works. First of all, we have if, condition, block of code, else, and another block of code. Here, if this condition is true, the block of code here in the if statement is executed. And if this condition is false, this block of code is executed. This is how the if-else statement work. Now let's make an exercise to show how the if-else work in the C programming. Exercise 1, write a C problem to check if a number is even or odd using the if-else statement. In this exercise, first of all, I need to declare a number. It's an integer, for example, x. I need to tell the user to give me a value of this number. Next step, I need to use the if-else statement to check if this number is even or odd. I need to write this condition: if the number x is modulo 2 equal to 0, if this condition is true, number is even. Else, it's mean if this condition is false, the number is odd. Let's see how to write this code from A to Z, and let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main, and I open the braces. Let's declare the number integer x. I need to tell the user to give me a value of this number. Enter a value for x. Scanf %d and no. Now I need to use the if-else statement to check if the number is divisible by 2, then it is even. If the number here x, if x is divisible by 2, printf number is even. Now else, it's mean the number doesn't divisible by 2, is not divisible by 2. Printf number is odd. And finally return 0. This is our C program to check if a number is even or odd. First of all, I need to declare the number. I need to tell the user to give me a value of this number, and I need to use the if-else statement to check if the number is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible by 2, the number is even. If the condition is false, the number is odd. Now exercise 2, I need to write a C problem to check if a character is alphabet or not. In this problem, first of all, I need to declare a character. I need to use the char data type, not integer char, for example, x. I need to tell the user to give me a character. Later, I need to use the if-else statement to check if this character is alphabet or not. I need to use this condition if the character x is greater than or equal to a and the character is less than or equal to z. I need to print here يعني the character is alphabet. Else it's mean if the condition is false, here the character is not alphabet. Now this condition mean x is greater than or equal to a and is less than or equal to z. It's mean if the character is between a and z, a, b, c, d, f, g, it's an alphabet. And if it's not between a and z, it's not an alphabet. Let's write the full code. Let's start with hashtag include studio.h integer main, and I open the braces, char s, and now I need to tell the user to give me a value of the character. Enter any character scanf %c %x if x is greater than or equal to a and x is less than or equal to z, or the x is greater than or equal to big A and big Z, here the character is an alphabet. Printf character is an alphabet. Now else it's mean if this condition is false, printf character is not an alphabet. And finally return 0. This is our C program to check if the character is an alphabet or not. First of all, I need to declare the character and I need to tell the user to give me a value of this character. Second step, I need to use the if-else statement with this condition to check if the character is alphabet or not. If this condition is true, the character is an alphabet. If it is not true, the character is not an alphabet. The switch statement in C programming language. Switch case statement evaluates a given expression and based on the evaluate value. In C, the switch case statement is used to executing on condition from multiple condition. It is similar to an if-else-if later. The syntax of the switch statement is like this: switch, expression, case 1, statement 1, break, and etc. Case n, statement n, break, and finally default statement. We need to use this syntax in exercise, but the expression here can be, for example, if I talk about the month of the year, we put, for example, switch month. If I talk about character, switch character. This is the expression in the switch statement. Exercise 1. Write a C program to print day of the week using the switch case statement. First of all, in this exercise, I need to declare, for example, here I need day of the week. We can declare, for example, X, or can give another name, for example, week, teacher week. I need to tell the user to give me a number from 1 to 7, because in 1 week we have 7 days. And later I need to use the switch case, switch, the expression here is week, and case 1, for example. Case 1, it's for Monday. The statement here is printf Monday and break. And I continue to case 7. Case 7 is for Sunday and break. And finally default, for example, if he gives me a number 8, for example, here invalid input or error. Let's write the full code, and let's start with hashtag include studio.h, integer main, integer week. Now let's tell the user to give me a number between 1 and 7. Enter week number. Scanf %d and week. Now let's use the switch case statement. Switch week case 1 printf Monday and break. Now the case 2 is for Tuesday and break. Case 3 is for Wednesday break. Case 4 is for Thursday case 5 for Friday. Case 6 for Saturday. And finally 7 for Sunday. And finally default printf invalid input, please give me a number between 1 and 7. And finally, return 0. This is how to use the switch case statement in the C programming language. Switch statement in the C programming language, exercise 2. I need to write a C program to find the maximum numbers between two numbers using the switch case statement. In this problem, first of all, I need to declare two numbers, number 1 and number 2. I need to tell the user to give me a value of this two number. I need to use a switch with this expression, number 1 is greater than number 2. Here, first case is case 0. Case 0, it means when this condition is false. Here, number 2 is the max. In case 1, it means the condition is true. Number 1 is the max. Let's write the full code. Let's start with hashtag include studio.h, integer main, and switch. Let's declare two numbers, integer number 1 and number 2. Printf give me two numbers scanf %d number 1 number 2. Now switch number 1 greater than number 2. Now case 0, printf %d is max. Here number 2. It's mean number 2 is the max. Here, if the condition is false, now case 1, printf %d is max number 1. Here we have break, and here also we have break. Here, if the condition is true. And finally, return 0. This is our C program using the switch case statement to find if the number is maximum or minimum.